How you doing, Manginas? Tanky Toddler here, bringing you guys Search and Destroy on Prison Break. And this gameplay, we are going to be talking about ways to fix Call of Duty Ghosts. And we're not going to be talking about ways like they should just delete the game and make a new one. We're going to actually be coming up with the realistic possibilities that they could implement in their new game, like just through the patches and everything like that. And so first I want to say that from what I heard, Call of Duty Ghosts is actually listening to the community, so expect a lot of fairly good and new changes coming up. But at the same time, we are pretty familiar with Call of Duty, especially in Infinity Ward patches, not always being the greatest and not always being aimed towards the real, not like the real people in the community. Sometimes it just seems to be aimed at the unskilled players, which is kind of fortunate. But to be fair, I would say that the majority of the players in Call of Duty are unskilled players, so you know they're aiming towards the people that are the majority of this game, which is unfortunate for all of us, the people that really do care about this game. They seem to forget us sometimes, or whether, not saying they're going to in this game, but let me stop rambling and get started. I'm a big guy of esports. I like competitive Call of Duty. I'm hoping to get in some very soon, and I would really like to see a competitive playlist. League Play was really the first time that they got it right, where they took out a lot of perks. They took out a lot of, a few attachments. They took out a couple guns, which was definitely very nice. I really wish they would do that for this. I wish they would do it a little bit different than League Play, though. I wish they need to make two playlists, one for people playing solo, and then another one with teams playing each other. So I don't want the teams to be ranked together either. Like, you know how League Play, if you made a team of 4, you'd have to make a new team name, and you might just be playing with somebody you've never played with before and probably will never play with again. And it was just kind of unfortunate because you couldn't rank up your individual self. You had to rank up a team that would never play with each other again. It was just maybe a one-time thing, you know? Obviously, there were some people that play with the same 3 people all the time, so that's pretty cool. You know, that works for them. That's fine. I just wish you had the opportunity to choose whether you would want to do that. But anyways, what I was trying to get to is I'd like to be a playlist where you can play solo or play with a team, because I always hated getting into a League Play game solo, playing against a full team, and then my guys aren't very good, and would just quit as soon as we start losing. It was just unfortunate. It would give us an automatic loss, and then I would lose like 100 points. I forgot what the point system was in that. But either way, there is stuff that they could take from League Play to make it even better, but it's definitely a start, and I'm actually really surprised that they didn't implement something like that into this game. Like, some people might say, like, what's what Clan v Clan is? I don't know if you've played Clan vs Clan, but, like, they don't take anything out. It's all the same maps. I mean, it's every map, which is really stupid. Siege with 4v4 and Stonehaven 4v4 doesn't work. Also, all the perks are still allowed, all the kill streaks, all the guns and everything like that, all the attachments. Really, there's not really a whole lot of OP attachments. Some people might argue thermal, but I don't mind it that much. Sometimes the sniper gets on my nerves, but overall I think it's fairly fair. It's just normal sniper gripes that I have. I'm not a big fan of them, and I'll get to that in a little bit. Either way, it would just be nice to not get getting killed by Amplify and IEDs all the time when I'm trying to be competitive in Search and Destroy or any other game mode. So they just need to add another competitive playlist, and I think that's very possible. Another thing I want to touch on is I'm a big fan of party games, and they really don't have a lot of games where I can just casually play, you know what I mean? Something I can just get on, just fuck around with, not really care about my KD, listen to music, don't have to sound whore. Something like Sticks and Stones was great, Gun Game was great, and also I'm very surprised they didn't add that. They really didn't add a lot of playlists into this, a lot of different game modes into this game, and I think the reason is because there's 4 different systems. Okay, there's obviously more, there's actually 6 really, with the Wii, and PC included. But when you have both the Xboxes and both PlayStations, you're really, really spreading out the players pretty thin. There's not a whole lot of people that are going to be on some of the smaller game modes. And so I think that's the reason they haven't added a lot of playlists yet. I wouldn't be surprised in the next few patches if they add a lot more different game modes. That's something they have done pretty well in the past. They added a lot of different community-made game modes, which was pretty cool. So hopefully they do that in the future. Like, for instance, Drop Zone is an example of that. A lot of people did like Drop Zone. I wasn't one of them. I think a lot of snipers liked it. So that's something I'd like to see. Some obvious ones that they can make changes for is to make some of the OP stuff less OP. Some of the obvious ones are MSVS. It's just a little too strong. Maybe like tone down the rate of fire. Maybe not always make it so much a one-hit burst unless you get a headshot. Something to change it in a way that you don't constantly just get killed within like half a second. I think it is. It might even be less. That needs to be changed. I really wish that Dead Silence would be buffed. And some people are gonna say like, why wouldn't you just make Amplify worse? And the reason is because in the past, Dead Silence was actually silent. Like, it's not like dead quiet, you know what I mean? It's not like, hey, your footsteps are going to be quieter. No, it's usually like, hey, your footsteps are going to be silent, no matter what. Dead Silence needs to trump Amplify. Amplify is just way too strong compared to the past games. It's so much like Sit-Rep Pro, it's really weird. And guess where in the last game they had OP footsteps? It was Modern Warfare 3. They never fixed that. They actually made it even stronger. So I don't really have high hopes. And I'm hoping that they listen to the community enough to actually listen to us and change that and make Dead Silence actually silent. But also, like what I said, with competitive, they would take out Amplify, so that's why I'd be sticking to that game mode since I play Search and Destroy mainly anyways. Some other stuff that I think they could be able to add is a few more patches. I think it'd be pretty cool to add different patches each month. Maybe add a few amount of camos each month. I'd really like it if they didn't make charges for it. I can't see them charging us for patches. But if you don't know, I heard there is a Christmas camo coming up. I mean, it really didn't look like anything special to me. It didn't look that cool. But I really wish they wouldn't charge us for the DLC. But that's just what they do. I mean, people still buy it. I bought a few I think I only bought like 2 camos last Black Ops 2. So they're definitely, it's just a way to make monies, and it's just what happens, you know. Another thing I'd like to mention is I really hope they add Ground War into the like Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and all that stuff. Some of these maps are built for Ground War, I feel like, and for some of the next gen consoles. Yet the people that don't have the money for it, don't have the resources, don't want to buy that yet, are kind of getting left in the dust in the way of we're kind of getting, you know, we're getting kind of forgotten in a way. They're not making certain stuff available for us the way it should be. And I think that's partly because they have some, I believe Call of Duty still has a contract with Microsoft, so that could be the possibility, because you know Microsoft definitely wants to get some more Xbox sales, and that's one way to do it, is to have extra bonuses in one of the most popular games of all time. So, popular franchises rather. As you know, Call of Duty Ghosts didn't quite sell as well as past Call of Duties. And right there, I was so scared, like I could not figure out in the tree where that kid was. I did finally pick him up. I did my job. And if you haven't really noticed, a lot of the stuff I'm talking about adding is game modes. Because I can't really think of a lot of different stuff that is possible implementing this while the game is out. Obviously, there are different stuff. It'd be cool to see some more guns available, but a lot of this stuff is going to be DLC and aren't really changes and ways to fix the game. The lag does need to be fixed again. There is a lot of lag compensation, unfortunately. That's going to happen, though. It's happened in every Call of Duty, so don't expect it to be better. It's impossible to get rid of lag. It just kind of stinks in a way when I just get kicked out of a lobby for no reason. But I have noticed that I really don't lose my win streak. I don't lose my win streak anymore. So that's nice. That's definitely a change in the right direction. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I do lose my win streak. Just haven't been noticing. But overall, I got to be honest. I kind of am enjoying this game. And when a lot of people complain about it, they usually complain about the players more than actually the game, with the way people are camping, the guns people use, the perks people use, and obviously it's stuff that Call of Duty made available and that they could definitely change. But overall, like I said, I went 15-2. I didn't say this already, but I did go 15-2-1 in this game. Please let me know in the comments what you like to be changed, why you hate this game, why you might enjoy this game. I personally like it, but in the same time, I spend most of my time in Search and Destroy, mainly. So I think that's why I definitely enjoy this game mode. Overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and leave a love it, and stay hairy, Manginas.